But ultimately, what that does is that brings us out of alignment and who we truly are with our authentic, genuine self, which will, in the end, make us feel unhappy, unsatisfied, unfulfilled in life because we're not being our true selves, because we're letting everybody else's opinion control us, when again, really the only opinion that matters is ours. That's the reason why we care so much, is because of our opinion of what other people's opinions are. Well,
So find a way to.
hey everyone, I literally filmed a video not too long ago. I actually probably the last video that I uploaded after I edited, and I wanted to come back on here and film a second video. I think it's gonna be pretty short. But yeah, I filmed and then I had to run an errand to return something at Walmart. And literally as I was walking into Walmart, I had this realization, and I'm just like probably looking like a crazy person because I'm just laughing as I'm going into Walmart, walking in, because I was thinking about this. And basically, what I realized was that, and this may not resonate with everyone, so, take it or leave it. If it does resonate, great. If it doesn't, that's fine. But I was thinking, like, we're not afraid of other people's opinion about us. What we're really afraid of is our own beliefs about us. Other people's opinions may just confirm or deny what we already believe about ourselves. We tend to get labels from other people, especially growing up. So I'll give an example for me. Like, I used to get told quite a lot that I was spoiled because I was an only child. No one took into consideration the fact that I was so poor. I was just had my mom. She was a single mom. Sorry, this fly is like, I love you, fly, but please go. um, my mom was a single mom. We were super poor. We couldn't even put food on the table. We had to go to food donation banks. And I didn't have very many toys. I couldn't afford sports or like any extracurricular activities. I mean, I'm talking poor, poor. And people still told me I was spoiled just for the simple fact that I was an only child. And I really resented that label because I felt anything but. And a couple other things is I used to get labeled as stuck up a lot because I was really, really shy and like terrified to talk to people, even look at people. And so I just kind of like be in my own corner, kind of doing my own thing. And yeah, so people would tell me I was stuck up because I didn't talk to them or say hi. And that wasn't the case at all. Um, I feel like I had another one that I was going to share. Oh, and then I also had this fear of being labeled as pretentious because of having certain opportunities I've had in my life, especially to travel. Like whenever I talk about going to Europe, I'm like, oh, this one time when I was in Paris or this time I was in London, I think about, oh my gosh, like I probably sound so pretentious. Like there's people who are starving out in the world and I'm talking about my trips internationally. But the thing is, like I said, I don't think we're worried about other people's opinions. The only opinion that really matters is our own. And I know I'm sure you've heard that before. It's really, really popular saying, and it may sound cliche, but it's true. Because honestly, think about it. If somebody says something about you or to you, or you hear it secondhand, or you see it online, and someone says you're ugly, or you're fat, or you're stupid, or you don't know anything, or you don't deserve what you have, it's like, why would those opinions of somebody, whether we know them or not, why would that affect us if we don't believe that to be true at a certain level? Maybe it's a subconscious belief that we're not aware of, that we've been living by and acting according to. Like maybe we don't think that we're worthy of certain things, and so we put ourselves down and we get uncomfortable when people give us compliments. You know, it could even be a positive opinion, like a compliment that may bother us. Like we may not want to be told that we're beautiful or whatever it is. So the thing is like if someone subconsciously maybe thinks that they're ugly or not very pretty and they may start doing a lot of things to try to look pretty or to look attractive. And maybe they do get a lot of compliments where people were like, "Oh, wow, you're so beautiful." And then one day they stop getting those compliments as much. Maybe they're getting older or maybe they gain weight or something happened. And then now they have this belief that they're ugly. And so they'll get really sensitive if somebody says that they're ugly. Like I said, whether it's directly to them or not, or they hear it from someone else. And it's like, well, if you don't think that you're ugly, like why would someone else saying that affect you? Because on some level you believe it to be true. Because if someone, let's say, told me that, I don't know, my hair is actually purple, and I'm like, no, it's not. And they're like, no, yeah, it is. Like, would I get really upset that someone said my hair was purple? No, because I wouldn't believe it to be true on any level. But if somebody told me that I was pretentious or stuck up or I forgot what the other thing I said was, or spoiled, that would affect me because that is something I've been labeled so many times that I've been kind of resistant to because I don't want it to be true. And I don't think that it's true. But at some level, there's a part of me that's like, well, if enough people say it, then maybe it is true. And we do have this kind of like mentality of like, if there's 10 people and 6 people say, you know, that you're ugly and 4 people say that you're not, then the majority has to be correct. Then it's true. And it's like, not really. Because the truth is honestly just what you believe. Everyone's truth is different. What's true for one person may not be true for another person. If 2 people are staring at a chair and one person says it's blue and the other person another person says that it's green, who says who is true or what's right? What's correct? Another person's opinion? It's all opinions. What are facts? Facts are basically just collective beliefs that we've all agreed on, essentially. Like, I'm sitting in a truck. Fact. The truck, this vehicle is a truck, is a fact. Why is it a fact? Because it has been collectively agreed on that that's what we're going to call a vehicle with the description of the one that I'm in. If one person says that it's cold outside and another person says that it's hot, which person is correct? Which person's true? Which one's a fact? It's all opinion. And whose opinion is really correct? Is it just because a majority of people voted one way? That's only a small sample of the whole population. And even so, even if we got the opinion of the whole population, if it doesn't feel true to you, if you don't believe that, if it's not your intention, then it's not true for you. So you get to be the judge and the juror of yourself and decide that the only opinions that matter is your own. And I know in the end that's easier said than done, but I want whoever's listening to really think about that because I really thought about it today and it made me feel so much less self-conscious. And then ultimately what happens is that we may get so self-conscious about what other people think about us that I don't know, several things could happen. We could just try to avoid people altogether, kind of become in hermit mode kind of permanently in order to avoid other people's opinions or judgments, certain looks that we may interpret a certain way, and gives us a lot of anxiety about going out in public or being social or being in a group or setting, anything like that. So, yeah, we might avoid a lot of social situations or be very uncomfortable in them. Or we might go another way and try to change other people's opinion or try to control, I would say more so, control what other people think about us by acting a certain way, putting on certain mask, you know, being a certain persona around everyone or certain people in order to try to avoid judgment or try to control other people's opinions and judgments about us. But ultimately, what that does is that brings us out of alignment and who we truly are with our authentic, genuine self, which will, in the end, make us feel unhappy, unsatisfied, unfulfilled in life because we're not being our true selves, because we're letting everybody else's opinion control us, when again, really the only opinion that matters is ours. That's the reason why we care so much, is because of our opinion of what other people's opinions are. Well, hope that makes sense. Use your triggers as a tool. If somebody says something to you or about you that really bothers you, instead of trying to make them seem wrong or collect facts as to why they're wrong or just get really angry at them, like really sit with yourself with that trigger and ask yourself, why did I feel so triggered when that person said that about me? What is in my personal belief system that would irritate me so much if somebody said that and make me feel insecure? Why would I choose to feel insecure? And it's something that all of us kind of have to do our own inner work and figure out. It's not, I mean, you can have help with like a therapist or a friend or something, but ultimately it's up to us to decide what opinions we want to believe that are true about ourselves. So yeah, I think that's all I have for this video. I hope that that helps somebody. And yeah, as always, I hope to see you in the next video. I hope you guys have a good day or night. Goodbye, everyone.